Thank you. Frame 6. Mark Selby to break.
Well, Mark Selby breaks off now in the frame. If he wins, we'll put him in the final. And I've got to be honest with you, Ken, I didn't see this scoreline.
No, not at all, John. I thought it was going to be a lot closer, the way Shaun Murphy performed against Marco Phil, particularly. It's so difficult, isn't it? You know, you're sitting in your chair, you're 5-0 down, your opponent, you know, everything he sees is going in, his safety is top quality, and when the chances do come along and you're 4-0 down, it just becomes so much more difficult, and he hasn't taken the couple of chances that he did get, Shaun.
Yeah, you always get chances, but the first 2 frames in particular, Shaun was frozen out, never potted a ball, and it's hard to recover from such a slow start. Nothing to do with Shaun, it was just the standard that Mark was showing. And there you see, he's played the pot, got a double kiss. Where's the cue ball finished? Back down at the back end of the table. This game's never been any different. When you don't need the luck, you seem to always get it. Well, that's the one thing about this match. Shaun has never stopped playing the aggressive side, and I don't think he's going to stop now. 5-0 down. As John Parrott said in the studio, he's got to play don't miss snooker. He needs a bit of help from his opponent as well, but you can't see that coming. Because it's not as if Mark Selby's a one-dimensional player, is it, by any means?
Absolutely. Well, I'm not quite sure of the history of the Masters, but I certainly can't recall anybody coming back from 5-0 behind in this event. History is against them.
I think in the final one, Stephen Hendry, was he 8-1 behind?
8-2 to
8-2
Mike Hallett.
To Mike Hallett. Well, he's misjudged that, and Shaun can get through to this red. Just got to try and keep a positive thought in your mind as Shaun here. Forget the scoreboard, forget everything else, just concentrate on one shot at a time. Easier said than done, but that's what you've got to try and do.
Six. 7. 12.
Yeah, he wants to leave an angle after potting this red on the on the pink so that he can move that other red away
13.
from the pink spot, and that's exactly what he's done. He will stun the pink into the left middle, move the red, it's covering its spot, and keep the pink available into a couple of pockets.
19. $20.
A little bit thinner on this blue than he would have liked. But he's controlled the cue ball nicely. Now back in
25.
good position.
Shaun Murphy, 25.
Well, I think it was a heavy contact there, in fairness to Shaun Murphy. Let's have a look at it again. I'm not quite sure whether the red jumped, but it just sounded like a heavy contact. And you heard the sigh from Shaun the moment he played the shot.
One.
Yeah, it just seemed to come off a little bit square, the red, didn't it? You wouldn't have expected him to miss it under normal circumstances.
Seven. Eight.
We always say the one that takes you, the frame that takes you past the winning line is the hardest one to win, but he's played so well, Mark Selby. He must be... Oh, well.
Mark Selby, 8.
There you go. He wasn't doing that early in the match. I thought it was in for a moment. It's just the pace kept it out.
One.
Well, he's got a thin cut on the pink, which will run him into the three reds just above the black, but doesn't want to risk playing cannons at the moment. There, an example of Shaun Murphy's cue action, just a lazy
Three.
cue action. Screw that cue ball back with no effort.
4.
Just needs to slow up a fraction. As I say, lots of bottom, lots of follow through. And without any effort, screwed it back 6 foot. So he'll have to play the cannon this time. Needs a bit of luck. It's not bad, but he'd like to
10.
have been closer to these reds.
Shaun Murphy, 10.
Just got a little bit scrappy at the moment and just a little bit off the boil. Yeah, Mark, so Shaun's got to take these chances.
One.
Well, he's just about okay on this blue. And he could play the green. Depends on the potting angle. Got a 28-point lead. Played the blue, but just overscrewed it slightly. He didn't want that cue ball tight against the side cushion.
6.
Doesn't make this red any easier. He's played it nicely. He's just run a fraction too far. I'd like to have been straighter on this pink, but a good pot nevertheless.
Oh, just about.
13.
Need more pace on that pink and it wouldn't have dropped, so needs another good pot here with the rest. And again he's lost the cue ball, but he's
14.
okay. He's got the pink into the green pocket or the right centre if he wishes. No, it's just not happening now for Shaun.
Mark comes to the table 41 points behind, 59 remaining.
One.
He looks to drift past the blue, but he didn't. So I doubt whether he'll be winning the frame at this visit. But he's attacking this yellow in a positive manner. So he's going to play for the red just above the black, it appears. And he's played it pretty well. If he'd have run down a bit further, he may have been able to pot this red in the hole for the black, but I don't think that is the case. He'll have to go up for the blue. Well, it just caught him out, so another chance for Shaun. Now, let's see, 38 points to the lead. He can't really get on the pink. The black's not really available, so if he plays for blue or bought colour, he's going to need 2 of these remaining reds to clinch the frame. So it's not a given.
One.
Well, just have another glance at the scoreboard. Yeah, the blue will put in 44 points in front with 43 remaining. One snooker needed,
6.
but could be his first frame on the scoreboard. First step on the rung of the ladder? Possibly.
So Murphy 6.
Hit that all wrong, but he's got away with it. But Shaun will play the double here to the right middle. If this goes in, that is frame over.
Well, he's left a chance there. Red off the right hand side cushion, cue ball in behind the black. There's enough room behind that black for the cue ball here. Needs to run. He's just got to be a little bit careful here, Shaun Murphy. Okay, like Selby needs one snooker, but we all know how good he is at the angles, and if he gets an opportunity, there's no better man to be laying snookers.
One.
Tried to get back on the blue there, and that's not going to help his cause now because he's not on it. Should he take the green? That will put him 40 points behind, so he'll need 2 snookers.
Yeah, a little bit surprised there. If he was going to play the pot on the red, he could have stunned down for the black.
4.
But as you say, now 2 snookers, or 1 snooker, if he can get a free ball from it, would do. Coming off the side cushion and trying to nestle in behind the black. Decent line, needs to nudge the black. Just too pacey. Yeah, 2 snookers is a big ask here. You've got the brown, you can't really snooker behind that. The pink, it's not easy to get in behind the black. But you can always rely on Mark Selby, normally thinking of something. Nearly got behind the black, and if he had done that, there'd been a real towing snooker, but not quite. Now Shaun in a bit of a dilemma here. He doesn't really want to bring the pink away from the baulk cushion, but I don't see how he can avoid it. Well, he did with the double kiss, so that's pink and brown. 2 balls that Mark can't snooker behind. That's the way to do it. Good shot. And if Mark doesn't hit this red, I think he'll concede.
Oh.
I think he may look at Shaun.
They're
nodding at one another, yes. So Shaun Murphy avoids the dreaded whitewash, and you can hear the reaction from this packed crowd here at the Alexander Palace. They want more. Can he give them more? We'll see, but he still trails by 5 frames to 1.